Buenas tardes, soy parte de los paranderos de Loíza, somos mayores de Puerto Rico. Estamos aquí en el jardín de Filadelfia, aquí celebrando parte de la cultura.
Buenas tardes, yo les quiero enseñar las casas, nuestras casas africanas, y esta es nuestra aldea africana Colobo, y yo les quiero enseñar el secreto más grande del norte de Filadelfia. Estas casas fueron construidas hace como 4 años atrás. Y fueron construidas por un grupo de voluntarios. Y entonces nosotros les especificamos lo que queríamos. Y nosotros lo que queremos es poder tener un pedacito de África para nosotros poder sentirnos orgullosos de quiénes somos y para nosotros poder aprender de África. Esta es nuestra máscara. Y es una máscara de coco con su trayectoria en África, pero es hecha en Puerto Rico. Nuestras hierbas, en este caso tenemos menta, se usa muchísimo en África y también en el Caribe, en Puerto Rico. Hello. Hello. Come here. You know, that was exactly what I was looking for. Mira, nene, you know, that was exactly what I was looking for, to know who you were. That was exactly what I was looking for. And I was waiting for this opportunity because what we're going to do, we're going to go to their homes, talk to the parents. ¿Cómo tú los viste? They go through there.
They're going and they saw the camera. When they saw the camera, they did zoom. Normally they don't come to you. They saw the camera.
So that's the thing, it's difficult to get it between, you know, being a vacant lot and cleaning it up, but then having people respect it, huh?
Exactly. And you know, the thing is that this one, it has structures that they could come in. And I have invited them to come in and be part of this. But it's like, that's not what they want. And we were waiting because they have come here, they have written graffiti, and they have set that one on fire. The grasses that were there, they set that on fire. And we don't know if they come and they could be using marijuana or smoking or whatever, but that's not what the huts are made for. If they want to come and join us to learn about the history and to be part of the beauty of the of the neighborhood, that's exactly what we want.
Motivated women, motivated ladies, group of women that got motivated and started to do something for themselves. Those years, the houses were demolished and people didn't care, and the people that care moved away from the neighborhood. So we ended up with all these empty lots, and we had to think of something to do with them.
Esta es mi parcelita mía y de la señora Paulina. Y aquí vamos a sembrar este año habichuelas, sembramos ayer, sembramos habichuelas y vamos a sembrar tomates.
Batata. Sweet potato.
Vamos a sembrar de todo lo que haya.
Sweet potatoes.
Algo. Su plan. Su potato.
On Monday.
On Monday.
I think it's wonderful to be able to keep up a friendship, that length of time. Cooking together, sewing together, helping each other emotionally, just to be able to have that group of friends that you can call on them, they call on you. Anything happens, you get a phone call and you have to be there for them and they be there for you.
This is the ginger. Here it will grow, but if you smell it, it's just incredible. We planted cucumbers here, and this is millet. And in Africa, this is a grain that they really treasure. And this is the yuca. We call it yuca, and in Africa they call it cassava. What we are trying to do is have cuttings, have these plants, so we could learn together and we could teach other people about what grows there, why they eat it, how it was brought from one place to the other. In my hometown, the Tainos, they have been making cassave, which is a flatbread, for centuries. We eat it. We have, I don't know how many recipes with yuca, but we don't think that yuca came from Africa. We don't see the connection, and that's what I want people to see, that connection.
Mira, tata,
Allá arriba está la yuca.
acerca de cuando estábamos en Puerto Rico, eso nos recuerda mucho, la infancia de nosotros, el papá, la mamá, cuando nos tocaba trabajar, a mí no, pero mi mamá, mi tía, en el campo, tú sabes, así soplando para cuando viniera el marido de uno a comer. Tú sabes, que tuviera el almuerzo ready, porque si no, a lo mejor nos daba una pela, a mí no.
Doña Lucía, ¿usted no cree que sería mejor que le diga que se está quemando la olla?
La olla se quema, pero la yuca no hierve.
No hierve.
Se está quemando
Es
esto.
que la leña estaba mojada y no quiere prender bien.
No te apures, cógelo con tequilizo, ¿ok?
¿Y qué es eso de tequirice?
¿Tú no sabes que estamos en
Tú eres
América?
americana.
No, hija, aquí estamos en los Estados Unidos, ¿ok? Tenemos que hablar inglés y español.
Pero es ahora.
Con la yuca se hace casabe. Con la yuca se hace pasteles. Se hacen unas tortas riquísimas. Se hacen empanadillas. Se hacen alcapurrias. ¿Qué más? Muchísimas cosas más. El escabeche. Mi abuelita sacaba hasta almidón de la yuca.
Yuca!
como les estaba diciendo, que desde niña mi papá me enseñó a trabajar en la finca con él. Y recuerdo muy bien que él sembraba yuca, sembraba batatas, yautía, sembrábamos maíz, el guineo. Y ahora aquí, que estamos en este jardín, estamos tratando también de poder sembrar algunas de esas plantas para que entonces sirvan como una experiencia para nuestros niños, para que puedan ver lo que aquí o en África o en Puerto Rico se podía cosechar en esos tiempos.
Yo voy a hablar de esto. Esta es la batata mamella, como le decíamos cuando yo era pequeña. Aquí le llaman sweet potato en inglés. Este año tengo 3 plantas aquí, una acá y una allá.
Encontrarme aquí ahora y a ver un sitio como este, que es como si fuera una escuela, he podido ahora, en estos últimos tiempos, apreciar esa parte que faltaba en mi cultura, de yo aprender de mi cultura.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Ariel.
And I'm Kimberly.
And today we'll be talking about the triangular trade.
It all began in West Africa, where the slaves were sent to the West Indies, which included Puerto Rico and the Caribbean islands. The families in Puerto Rico were made of 15% of African descent. Half of the family was sent to North America, where they were sent to make sugar, cotton, and tobacco.
And out of the sugar, cotton, and tobacco, Europe made guns, cloth, pots, metal, and more. And they shipped that back to Africa. And without Europe, West Africa, the West Indies, and North America, the triangular trade wouldn't be.
En Puerto Rico hubo una fusión de razas para poder llegar a lo que hoy estamos viviendo en Puerto Rico, que es, sus orígenes son el indio taíno, principalmente de allí, del área de Puerto Rico. Llegan los españoles y más tarde llegan los africanos, ya que los españoles lo habían cogido como esclavos en el mismo África. Lo traen a Puerto Rico para trabajar en la caña de azúcar. En Puerto Rico, pues ellos, para poder salir de la relación que tenían en cuanto al trabajo y su forma de vida en los bateyes, que era como se le llamaba, los bateyes en Puerto Rico, donde ellos vivían, pues allí ellos iniciaron con unos ritmos leves de bomba, que es la bomba ahora mismo.
Basically, any step that the dancer throws out there is called a piquete, and the piquete is then caught by the drummer who's playing a barril, and a barril is a drum that's typically, from Puerto Rico.
And in African dance, well, traditional West African style, we would not have on the skirt, but still the relationship is there. We had a lapa and a gele, which is a head tie and a wrap skirt. There are many West African style techniques, dance groups, African American dance group, but the Caribbean is not so represented, and we know Puerto Rico is part of the Caribbean, United States. So we like to represent the African influence, and we've been a part of the Raíces Coalition for at least 3 years now to keep that presence alive and to show the relationship, because it's part of the African diaspora.
By studying the history of the African Americans, then it will be our history. That we see each other, okay, you are black, we have the same history. When I go to the bank, I feel uncomfortable sometimes with the tailors, the questions they ask. People next to me, they don't ask the same questions. If I go to a fancy store, it's like the guards, they move. I see all those movements. So I feel uncomfortable in many places. And I know that many, many people that look like me feel uncomfortable. And this is a place, this is one of the few places where we could feel comfortable. We could be whoever we want to be. You know, for many people, this will be just a weed. But for me, growing up in Puerto Rico, my mother didn't have any money. So then I will turn this into dolls. So sometimes when I'm pulling the weeds, when I am gardening, and I pull them very slowly, is actually I feel their spirit. It's some connection. Well, I have 6 granddaughters, but the oldest one, Ariel, she's always with me. And when I started making dolls, she was very unhappy that they were black. And I asked her, but look at me. I said, look at me, what do you think I am? She said, you are not black, you are brown. When you have that little bit of brown in you, you are a black person. And she was like, I'm not. So it was like I was trying to be patient and explain to her. And I said to her, I'm gonna make one for you. She said, I don't want that, unless you make it white. I was more angry at Ariel, and it took me about 6 months. I said, wait a minute, let me change this. And what I did, I started reading to Ariel, talking more about